Welcome to my channel. This is Cbernard. My name is Cbernard, as you know. I hope you can see my face very clearly. So, right. I want to welcome. I want you to join this podcast. If you're live right now, I want you to join us on this podcast. We're going to be discussing something very, very important. In our lives, in our day-to-day lives. Actually, it's very important. It has a lot to do with our society right now. And here I have with me my closest family members. They're going to be joining in this live podcast. We're going to be talking about this special topic. I'm sure you can see the topic written down, but we're going to read it out. But before then, I'm going to be introducing everyone here. We're going to be introducing ourselves before we start talking about it. All right? Are we ready?
Yes.
So all you guys know, I am Cbernard and
I'm Mr. Cbernard.
Here is the lucky star.
Mistake.
all right, guys. So we're going to be talking about a very, very important topic, and I expect that if you're watching this podcast or you're watching this video, you have. I want you to comment your own opinion, on the comment section. We would really appreciate that, and I also want you to subscribe to this channel. Share this video. It might be helping someone out there. So the question is, all right, if a man must have a car, house, and money before getting married, what should a woman have? All right. So I don't want to say anything first, but I want somebody to say something. So I don't know who wants to say.
Okay, let's Miss Bernard just say something.
All right. So Mrs. Bernard is actually my wife. So I want her to say something. Okay.
Well, a man is supposed to have a car, a house, a job, and money before getting married.
You mean a man is supposed to?
Well, that is not a yardstick. He might not have a house of his own or a car of his own, but he can just have something. We're going to build from somewhere, I don't believe in that ideology that says a man is to have a car, or rather a man must have a car, a job, money, and all the luxury things of life before going into marriage. If that's how we want to base it, then the woman too should also be equal to the task. So I am not of that school of thought. My own school of thought is this: as a man who wants to go into marriage, or who feels he or she is of age to go into marriage, should have a potential that the woman he's bringing in can work together with him, and they will develop into something better. Okay. For instance, let's say he should have where he lays his head. It must not be his own personal house. It could be at a rented apartment. Okay. You just have something. It mustn't be all the luxury. Okay. I believe in working together. I believe in growing together. I don't believe in a man building a skyscraper and then coming into hop into it. No. I believe in we starting from somewhere, and I believe with God will get to our destination. That is my own school of thought. Okay, I don't know someone else.
All right, thank you.
Ms. Bernard is like, you don't understand the question. Let me read it again. Because once you just
like doesn't understand,
it doesn't go well with you, honestly.
Okay.
Okay, let me read the question out again. If a man must have a car, a job, money, and a house before going into marriage, what should a woman have before marriage?
Okay.
What should a woman have? If
In aspect of a woman.
So, okay. Let me put this question like this. Okay, so I'm married, right?
Yeah.
So if okay. So if before I came to marry you, it's actually compulsory that I must have a car, I must have a house, and I must have money. All right, before I'll come to marry you. So if I have all these things before coming to marry you, the question now is, what should you have? What must you have before coming into the marriage with me? That's
Okay, what I must have before coming into the marriage. A little baby don't get married. A kid don't get married. A girl child, like a girl of say 10, 15 years don't get married. Is a full-blown adult that goes into marriage. And before I became a full-blown adult, I must have gone through a life process of going to a school, okay? Even if like for instance, not me right now. Okay, let me talk about myself. As I am right now, I have gone through a process of life, which I'm still going through. I've been able to go through the 4 years of primary, secondary, to a tertiary institution. I'm a certified graduate of Madonna University, and I know what I read. I'm sound, like I'm very sound. So I have my certificate of a distinctive distinction. So that means I'm working. I work with a company and I'm paid. So I have the money of my own. That is one thing I should have as a lady coming into marriage. I should be able to have something that fetches me money, not solely depending on the man now. That if I want to buy my job pepper, there's something I was listening to said, as a woman or as a lady going into marriage, if every money you need in your house, you want to buy pepper, you want to buy maggi, you want to buy onion, these are the normal basic things needed in the home, and you have to wait for your husband to come back from work to give you that money, that means you're a colossal disgrace to the womanhood. Okay?
Do you hear that English? Colossal disgrace.
So means a colossal disgrace to the womanhood. Okay? And as a person, as I am, I can't do that because I work. I make my ends meet. I make money even as a young man before coming into the marriage. I wasn't all dependent on him as a man. So I think I should be coming with my own little knowledge I have gathered from my tertiary institution. I've also had skills I have learned in the past that also fetches me money. I'm a socialite.
Okay, thank you. Socialite. All right. Okay, so everyone, I want to move this thing now. I don't know, my wife is placing plenty to grow because I'm here. I'm not saying that what she's saying is not true. I want to ask a young lady that's not married yet. I'm sure that very soon we're going to be celebrating her marriage. But I need her to tell us what actually that I don't know why I'm hearing the sound of conco. I don't know who is pounding that, but I know that we are good. So, but I'm going to be asking a lady among us here to tell us what she's actually. Okay, let me not even talk about what the guy has. Let me see. If you are, let me ask you now, Becky. All right. So if you are going into marriage, what actually are you taking into the marriage? And okay, let me put it this way: what are you expecting that the man that wants to marry you should have? You understand? Are you getting my question? We're talking about a man having money, car, house. But what are you expecting that a man should have? What are you expecting that the man that wants to, marry you, get married to you, what are you expecting? What are the qualities and all the things that you expect that he should have before even thinking about marrying? And what are you even bringing into the marriage?
let's go into one after the other.
Yeah.
Because, okay, let's take the man's
Yes.
first.
So what are you expecting that a man that wants to marry you should have? So you have my mic.
Money.
You see?
What I'm expecting, every lady should be expecting money. The guy should be rich. Me personally, my God.
All right, so
caring, understanding, everything, God fearing. That's what.
normally every lady is looking for
that's what
God
they
fearing.
are praying for. God fearing man, a man that should love them, care for them, understand them, and two, the most important one, money. We ladies, we don't joke with money. That's the thing. So, because without money in marriage, is it what I'm going to do?
Okay.
That is what we normally say.
Okay.
So for me, going into the marriage, I'm not going to go in there empty-handed. I have my skills. I learned some skills before going to school. Like, I can do some things to help the man, even if he don't have a lot to do or he don't have enough money, I can still support him. And also ability to take care of the family when things go ups and down with him. Because in most cases, like in marriage today, sometimes the husband may have problem, one or two, in the place of his work. So me as a lady, if I'm not doing anything in the marriage, that means everything, the marriage is going to collapse. Like, so before going into marriage, you need to have something doing as a lady, not looking up to the man. So you need to have something, better things to do that will also, where you will earn your income and don't depend on your sponsor for everything.
All right. I want to ask you one simple question. You know, you've actually answered. You've already told us what you're going to come into the marriage. You have your skills. You're going to support the man financially. The way you're looking at me, as if you're not going to support the mom. Let's just take it by your word. Okay. So I want to ask you a question. If you're married, yeah, if you're married to a man that is very wealthy, huh? I know you like that.
I wouldn't be like
So if you're married to a guy that is very wealthy, would you accept to stay at home as a housewife? And he provides everything you want. You don't lack nothing. Would you accept to stay at home
yes or no?
as a housewife, knowing that everything you want is being provided for? And tell us the reason why.
Okay. No, I would not accept to be a full-time housewife. The thing will be boring now, sometimes not doing anything. So for me, I would like, if he have everything, I would like him to open a shop for me. Something.
And I'm brown shop.
Mini boutique or something like that. Even if I'm a full-time housewife, I can still hire sales girl to be in charge of the shop once in a while. I go there to check what is going on, because nobody knows tomorrow. Although we are not praying for our husband downfall, so that is the thing.
Okay.
I'm not going to be a full-time housewife.
Well, actually, I think with this little contribution, you understand. We're looking for a governor's son. Please, if you have anyone, I'm the one in charge. Thank you. So I'm going to ask my guy. You know, he's my best man at my wedding, and he did a nice job. The best man you can ever want in your marriage. All right. So I want to ask him, because I know that very soon now, I'm not going to be the best man that day, because they say married man is the best man. But we'll all be there to celebrate. But I want to ask. He's a man, so I'm not going to be saying if a man owns a car. So I'm going to ask him just a simple question. What are you expecting that a woman that you want to marry should bring in to the marriage?
All right.
It's all right.
Not to spoil. All right. To me, if you ask me, I would say that. You know, one thing I want to, like, there's something I want to say, please, Gracie, Cbernard, just for me. If you ask me, I would say that I would like my wife, although she's somewhere with her mother, not seeing.
Are you cheating on me?
So, keep quiet, I never be your wife. Alright, no, she's my sister. I don't mind like this. Alright, let's go down to the business. So, based on what Mr. Bella just asked me, I will just say that to me, the same way my wife will need a God-fearing man, that's the same way I will need a prayerful woman. Do you understand? Because if your wife did not support you, if your wife did not support you in marriage, my dear, you are into war. So you are into war, and nothing will actually make sense in marriage. So number one, we say that my wife must have something doing. Like maybe she's not working, or she'll be skillful or something. Based on me, I don't like office workers. I don't want my wife to be a nurse or teacher, whatever, anything that's going to take her time, I will make her assign another man. So that's my own mentality. I'm sorry. So maybe she have something doing, she may be skillful or something, maybe be creative in some other way, you know. web designer, into interior, any other thing apart from sitting down one place, in the name of office work. So I don't like that. I didn't say that people that are doing it are bad or something, they're not doing anything. But in that aspect, I don't want it. And secondly, if you ask me, I will say that any woman that is expected to get married, you must grow in a level that you see yourself like a mother. Do you understand? You grow a level that you see yourself like a mother. You find out that what your mother can do, you can actually do it. If your mother is not around, your junior one will not lack. Do you understand? Your junior one will not fill that gap. So if you are not seeing yourself in that aspect, please don't pray for marriage because you will fail. So they said that charity begins at home. For you to be a good mother, a good wife, you must actually study your mother's life. Do you understand? If your mother is a good woman, you know that you are going to make a good wife. If your mother is a bad woman, trust me, you're going to be a bad influence if you are following that steps. So for you to, we are not asking you to come with money.
Yes.
As for me, where we from? Like I just talk like this, Anambra, we are proud of our women. Do you understand? We are proud of our wife. When you know that Anambra man has money, he's going to check his wife. Do you understand? That's our own lifestyle. So me, I'm not begging you to come with your father's wife. I'm not begging you to come with money. But in that aspect, just be a good wife. So like what I said, before you start seeing yourself as a married woman, if you want to get married, start seeing yourself like a mother. Start seeing yourself like the position of your mother. If your mother is the good woman, that's the only way it can actually work fine for you. So this is only thing I'm expecting from a woman before saying, will you marry me? But this question is not for each deck.
All right,
I just
thank
say, will you
you.
marry me? Just look at me.
All right, guys. So I hope you guys, are satisfied. But if you have your own opinion about this matter, you can put it on the comment section. But I want to say something, okay? So I don't know why my wife is laughing. So when I met my wife, let me tell you the kind of woman I wanted to marry. Naturally, I don't like. I've lived in Lagos for a couple of years now. And I've worked in Lagos. I live in the mainland and I work on the island. I waking up early in the morning, 4:30 in the morning, 4 o'clock you are awake, taking your bath. By the time you're out at the bus stop, you've seen people already by 4:30, women, and these women are majority of them, several of them are married and they have children. A married woman that is outside is at the bus stop around 4:30 a.m. in the morning. She needs to meet up at work on the island, and after work, you join the hectic traffic going back home. You spend all your day. One day you come back and your children will be asking their father, who is this? I looked at it and I said, I don't want a woman that works. I love women that do business, that, have something, business mindset, One of the things I loved about my wife was that she's a graduate, in fact, with first class. All right? She's a graduate with first class, went to the best universities, but she just wanted to do business. And she was doing well in her business, And she was amazing. Nobody said she did here. Naturally, she was amazing, I love women that do business, women that are independent, that are self-employed. You get what I'm saying? And they have sense. Okay? Now, talking about if a man must have car, house, and money. If actually all that was demanded of me, I'm not sure I would have married my wife. I guess. I don't think I would have married my wife. Because I don't have any of that. I have one to get car like that. Or As at the time I met my wife, that guy was giving me more problem than relationship, you know. But the truth is this. I think one of the most important things is that a man must have where he lays his head. It doesn't have to be big. A man must have dream. You know, the truth is that
And the same time, a woman must also have a dream.
of course a woman must also have a dream. But I feel,
You can't depend on your
you know,
husband.
considering the fact that a man, you know, a man is the head of the home. More responsibilities are expected of the man than that of a woman.
Yes.
A woman is a helper. Are you getting what I'm saying? A woman is supposed to help the man. The man is not supposed to be helping. It's the woman that's supposed to help. You know, and the truth is that for a woman to help a man, I think
You should have something doing.
you must have something
Yeah.
doing. It is that thing that you're doing that the woman will not come and help
It's all
you.
about
You cannot be a
having
helper
something
without
to
You know?
doing anything.
Yeah. Sometimes a man might not even have anything, but he might have a great vision. It's also the responsibility of the woman to help the man, you know, work towards that vision.
With word of encouragement.
Yes.
When you have
You know,
nothing doing.
word of
You're
encouragement,
giving encouragement.
you know.
And because
You know?
most women don't work, but
Yeah.
they will be encouraging their
Yeah.
husband. The husband will like to receive advice
Yeah.
from the wife.
You know,
Because they know that it works.
you know, the truth is this. I don't want to deviate from what we're talking about, but you see, sometimes one of the reasons why some men have side chicks is not because they're not good husbands. It's because side chicks give them more advices that benefits their business than their wife. Yes.
That's
Some
it.
men, yeah. Some
That's
men will
what
come
we
home instead of madam asking
It's a good way.
how was business today, and probably if the man is saying how business goes and business not going fine, instead of the woman to sit down and think about a suggestion, bring up a suggestion
Start now.
that can help the business. All she wants is the children's school fees being paid, house rent being paid, NEPA light being paid, money for food. You understand?
Even when she is doing
Uh-huh. You know, I feel that a woman should have something to bring to the table, likewise a man. And every man should get a job, get something. Even if you don't have a job, you have a career, pursue it. Get a woman that will not put you under pressure, a woman that will support your vision, pray with you. You know, I met my wife. I'm not saying it to bust her head, but I met my wife, and I had a great vision. I have a great career. I do music. I'm a musician, but it wasn't working. My voice was not heard. I met my wife. She understood the dimension of my career. She knew that what my career needed was some encouragement and some prayers. And she engaged me in one. You know, most people, we live in a society where every lady wants a guy that drives Benz. Every lady wants a guy that drives Benz, and the guy that has live in a good mansion, have cash, you know. But the truth is that I think I met my wife, and she understood the spiritual dimension of growth, and we prayed together for several months, and anyone that knew me knew that my life turned around. You know, yes. Anyone that knew me knew that my life turned around. You know, so. But I want to say that if you're a lady, please get something. Don't be idle and expecting a man, an already made man. He's not anywhere. The only already made man on the street is a Yahoo boy. And last, you usually do money ritual. That's the truth. God does not give anybody an already made stuff. God gives you something that you will cultivate, you will mold, you will build, you will grow. A man, I feel that the truth is that I prefer the woman that will work together with me. When we come to a dimension where we are comfortable in life. Are you gonna say? I'll be proud to say we worked together. Women who helped their man become what they are, enjoy more. Because when you marry an already made man, when they tell you to sit, that's where you sit. And especially our ladies of nowadays that worship money like anything. You know, so I feel that every lady should have something to bring to the table. And don't always expect that a man must have a car, a house. And so many ladies have done that, and today they are clocking 40. You know, I said something the other day. I said, I'm a spec. Men, they die for me. No man resists me, don't clock 40 years, but he never married. So, I don't know. But if you have your own opinion or your own suggestion about this, what we just talked about, you can put it on the comment section and we'll be glad to, we'll reply, you'll be glad to. Please don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, subscribe to, share this video, you know, like and comment. You know, we're going to be talking about another topic next time we're going to come online. We're going to be talking about music because I do music, so I want to know how musically inclined these guys are, alright? So we're going to be talking about music, and I know that in some of my videos I'm going to be sharing with you guys my experiences as a musician, my experiences as a... Okay, so I'm going to be talking about my experience as a musician, my experience as a musician. But on this topic that we talked about, you still have something to say?
Yeah, everybody should like have something to say.
Okay. Yeah. So we're going to be talking about music. I'm going to be sharing my experiences in this music, my goods, my bads, my roughs, my smoothies. But before we go in this topic that we're talking about, a man should have a car, house, and money before getting married. So the question, what should a woman have before getting married? So I think everybody should have a final say before we round it up.
I want to like throw something based on, you know, if you are saying this, it's like we are hitting the nail in particular. Let me just, sorry, let me go straight to the point. If like we are talking about women, we look like we are against women, like everybody just focusing in that agenda. You know, if asked now, I would like ask this question, both men and female, because this is something that we need to understand before marriage. Because although that I'm a single guy, I'm not married, but based on experience, according to my dad before he died, he said that experience is the greatest teacher.
Yeah.
So if you have counted a lot of things, that means if you are somebody that decorates something, you know that you are going to have wisdom. In that aspect. So anything that comes around, you know how to handle it.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Like what I want to say is, don't you think that all these material things is 100% needed in marriage? Like all those material things, house, cars, or you know those Gucci, Versace, all those material things. Don't think that is actually needed 100% before marriage, before both agenda agreed.
Man of God, I think, hold on. I think that what is more important is that there are necessities about life.
Okay.
There are things that life needs.
Okay.
In marriage, there are things that you need.
Yeah.
Look, and you don't force yourself, all right, to you just walk towards them. They all comes at the right time. Look, I feel that whatever you need, and you have the capacity to afford it, please go for it. If you are married and you need a car, are you getting what I'm saying? Car is good. Are you getting what I'm saying? Living in a good house is good. Having good clothes is good. Having money is good. But please let it not be done under pressure. Are you getting what I'm saying? Let you know it's easier. Do you know I've noticed, you know, I just married not quite long, but I've noticed that so many things are achievable. You know, now I know when now I understand when the Bible says one will chase 1,000, but two will chase 10,000. Do you know that success is easily achieved when you are two?
When the two agree.
When two agree together and they are going after it. There's this force. When one person is discouraged, the other person encourages the person. You know, I've achieved more in relationship than when I was single. That's the truth. You know, if it is a necessity, if you work towards it, if it is time to have a car, get a car. It is good. It is convenient when, like I and my wife, we were driving out this morning. She needed to, go do something this morning. I stood up, I drove her. It made it easy and convenient. Are you get what I'm saying? if you have, you can afford it, but it's not a priority, not a must. Are you getting what I'm saying? Are you getting what I'm saying?
Okay.
And it does not make, the truth is that having plenty money, having car, and having a house does not make marriage work.
Okay.
It's a necessity. Like our singer the video said, love is sweet, but when money enters, love is sweeter. There are people that are rich and they've divorced. Are you getting what I'm saying?
And there is people that is poor.
That is poor, that have divorced.
Yeah.
But there are people that are rich, that has understanding of what we're talking about.
Yes.
Knowing that material things are not actually the essential things.
Okay.
You know, having material things and losing your worth in marriage, losing the reason why you're in marriage.
Okay.
Are you get what I'm saying?
Oh, yes.
You know, don't ever, no matter in your pursuit in life, don't ever get to the extent that whatever you need becomes more important than the person that you are in with your marriage. Are you getting what I'm saying?
I love that.
Yes. I have the desire of becoming one of the best gospel singers in the world. I want to travel around the world. I want to make the best of money. I want to break protocols. But I must make sure that in my wantings, in all that I want, my what's it called now? My desire to get the best things of life must not supersede my desire to be with the one that I am attached to, the one that I'm married to. Are you guys? These are the things these are the reasons why we have so many breakups. You see celebrities breaking because their desire for fame has superseded the desire to make a good home. Are you get what I'm saying? So it is becoming a trillionaire is good. Having the best TLK, Range Rover, G-Guard is good. And living in Banana Island is good. But in all your wants, don't be so greedy. Don't be so ambitious that you forget that there are necessities. You know the truth is that no matter what you have, once there's a breakup in your health, and your health breaks, you will find out that money does not grow legs and wings from bank. Yeah. You get what I'm saying? So that's where people get it wrong. People want for material things. They want for material things that make people forget the most essential things about life. You get what I'm saying? So whatever you want, you can achieve. But it is more achievable, more better when you join hands together to make these things work. Don't ever make your desire for material things make you lose focus, especially in your marriage. It will bring, that's why so many people are in marriage, but they are emotionally down. They are emotionally depressed. And they have everything. And you get what I'm saying? The truth is that when you find out, everybody wants to marry a rich man, wants to marry a man that is wealthy. But the truth is that by the time you finally get into that marriage, I've been married for a while, but I've lived with people that are married. I have experiences of these things. By the time you get into marriage, you know that marriage is far bigger than the money you are looking at. At some point, you know, that's why you see so many women sleeping with their security men, having cheating outside, and their husband provides them with everything they want.
That aspect is a second question that
that would be a lot for another day.
I have no less than 10 questions, but the way it looks, we are working based on our time. So I think I will just take 3. The 3 that is good that I know that it actually affected everybody.
But actually, I think we still have a whole lot of time. We actually speculated.
Yeah, I understand. According to
Sure.
based on the time and everything, I think we should be mostly mindful of time. It's not all about like the Cbernard just said something that I like to me. So let be like he's a guy to guy. Question I asked. So I would like Mrs. Bernard to answer. So after Mrs. Bernard, then Mrs. Ejideka. Don't mind. I call her Mrs. Beautiful. You know, she's beautiful, but sometimes. Yeah. So, okay, Ms. Bernard, you understand the question?
Please, can you come again?
Okay, alright. I think I can't even remember the question, but let me just. Alright, my question goes like this. Ms. Bernard, do you think that all these material things, house, and all those things, do you think like is 100% needed before going into marriage?
It's quite a dicey question though.
Okay.
Is material things 100% needed before marriage? Look, can I say something? Even when God began creation, everything didn't just happen in one day. Do you get it?
Okay.
We are students of the Bible. And by virtue of that, so we should understand the process through which God passed through before he came on the seventh day. And he is the all-knowing God. Like, he's the one who owns, like, everything literally is his own. He knows where he kept them, wherever they are. He knows the room where money, the firmament, the ocean, the vegetations, the animals. He knows where they were all. He knows where they are. But he didn't break the protocol. Actually, he's a protocol breaker, right? He can just wake up that morning on the first day and say, vegetation, appear, water, go up, land, come down, sea, do this, that. But he didn't do that. He actually started with, let there be light. He made the light. And when he made the light, he actually sat down to observe how the light was. If the light was good, which one, he made the sun, the moon, and he now looked at both of them and observed which was going to befit the day and one that would befit the night. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that means he didn't do abracadabra, he didn't do 5 remedial job, you get it? So if the creator, the one who owns everything, can go through a process. What then is your problem as a human being? He made in his own image. Why can't you go through process? Why must you want everything to be in a man before you say yes to the man? You that wants everything in man, are you 100% complete? That is a question. See, let's stop being myopic, let's stop being biased, let's stop being one-sided. Let's just face it critically as it is. Do you understand it? And when he has actually seen everything, he still that was the only thing he did that day. And he now decided to make the night and the day. He would have actually just do everything because he has the capacity, he has the technical know-how, like he has all the knowledge embedded in him to do it that day, and everything will work that day. Do you understand? But he chose to go through a process. Like my dad would say, the CEO1, he would say something. He said, wherever I don't have a foundation, we collapse.
Of course.
That is, if you're a good listener of the Christopher's preachings, he actually makes that statement almost every time. He will say, and I quote, whatever I don't have a foundation will collapse. And God understood that logic. Like, this is a man who knows everything. And he understood the logic of building something from the scratch and watching it to see if it's going to have a shake, to know where he's going to amend, to know where he's going to put more stones or more plaster or more whatever. He actually observed it. So why do you as a human being, as a young lady, and you know what actually pisses me off the more? Let me just be honest. I want to actually talk something. Okay. It is always, watch it. I'm sorry to make that statement. It is always those my ladies whose father don't even have a bicycle, will sit somewhere and be dictated that a man should have a car, a house, a job, a money. While your father don't even have a car, don't even have a bicycle tire. Come off in here, lady. work with process. God is a process giver, and He's in time. He knows it all.
No, sir, I wanted to add something to what my wife said. You know, when my wife was talking about process, she was talking about when God created the heaven and earth. And something was coming to my mind. I wanted to say, but before God could create, the first thing He did was that He ordered for light to come.
Yes.
That's clarity. Before getting into marriage with a man, I think the first thing to discover about the man is clarity. Where the man is going
to me.
You get what I'm saying? I've seen people that, the truth about this thing that what I don't really don't understand it. You might see a man, he might have 50 million, 100 million in his account. Have probably a Range Rover or a Benz, like what range? Alright? Like what range now? Are you get what I'm saying? So, but I've seen that people get into marriage. I'm not saying outside, I've seen close family, immediate family members that when they got married to a rich man, very wealthy man. Are you get what I'm saying?
Yes.
But along the line, the money was no longer there as it used to. Are you get what I'm saying? So everything, right? At some point, the man had issues, had problem with business, had financial problem, maybe money hanged here and there, and you see that car that he used, he was driving when he came to marry. Next 10 years, still the same car that he's driving. Some of them ended up using the same car, turned it to taxi later. Are you getting what I'm saying? Now, what would be the fate of that woman if actually she married that man because of money? Will she be able to stay? So I think the first thing about life is, some people, they have money, they don't have clarity. So if you are marrying a man just because he has money and car, then you're getting it wrong. You have to be sure that's why before God could ever create anything, before you could ever create emotions or create a home with a man or a woman, there must have light has to come. That's clarity. You must be clear of the man's vision. You must be clear of where you're going to. You must know where the man is headed. You understand? Some people, money comes their way luckily. They just feel that as they come today, so it will come tomorrow. They'll be spending the money, they don't have anything.
That's another thing.
You understand? So clarity is money, very, very important. Okay. That's knowing a man's vision. You know the truth, a man with vision. A man with vision has a whole lot of things, can impact his work. It is better to follow a man with vision than a man in television. That's the truth. That's why you see people reign.
This hits me so hard.
Yes. Yes. Our ladies today. No, that's the truth. Because our ladies.
I think he wants to.
Let's hear from.
Like what you say, material thing.
Okay.
Like
the house cars, are they 100% important?
Okay.
yes.
For me, they are not that important, but house is important.
It is important.
Yeah. But the most important one for a man, house, because he needs to have where he's living before he go into marriage. Because when you don't have a house, I don't mean that you must build a house. So even if it's a one-room apartment, it's something you can build up from there with your wife. When you have an understanding wife, not the women, most people that are influenced by material things. So when you are living in one-room apartment and get a God-fearing and understanding woman, no money, this thing. So you can build up from there.
Yeah.
And your woman also have a dream about the future, something, and also skill. That's where you find a woman that will support you, like someone that is financially independent, not the one that will depend on you with that little that you even have. So that means the material things matter, but
to an extent.
Not for the material thing to influence you. Because once it influences you,
Yeah,
or more.
we've lost it.
That is it. So,
Okay. Thank you, everyone. You are not yet young. Trust me, because to my own understanding, I have to throw this. My sister was saying something. She said in the beginning, because thank God that my brother just touched where my mind is going. You know, he's a minister, he's a man of God too. Do you understand? Okay, you know, if you look at that, God said, according to the scripture, he said, come together when it's time to make a being. You know, he did not say this in the first day. He did not say this in the second day. He did not say this in the third day. But when it's time to create a being, he said, come together. Let us make our image. Do you understand? Let us create somebody that looks like us. You know, for you to prosper, listen, the main mistake is there must be when we talk about supernatural assistance, there must be coming together must be another physical assistance. It's not only supernatural assistance. We understand that supernatural assistance matters a lot, but physical assistance is another thing that we need to look into it.
Our father used to tell us that God cannot come down by himself.
Yeah.
God cannot come by himself.
Yeah.
No matter how supernaturally you need to be assisted, his spirit cannot assist you. Before his spirit can assist you, his spirit must use a man. So when we say talk about coming together,
yes,
a man and a woman coming together, no matter how hard you pray, God cannot come down by himself. The angel that God will send to assist you has to be a man like you.
Okay, I think you get that, because this is where I'm actually going. But thank God that he has hit the hammer to the head of nail. So what I'm trying to tell you girls there, I've not come to conclusion, because we are still digging something up. I've not seen the water yet. Do you understand? Trust me, I've not seen the water yet. We are still digging, because some of us here say based on their life. Do you understand? Everybody must actually stew their rice carefully, so it will satisfy them. But trust me, that is not it. Do you understand? What I'm trying to say here right now is that to me, as a man, I think when I ask that question, if material things is 100% needed, to me I think 70% is actually needed, or 60. Then, but below 50, I'm not in support. Do you understand? Because you will not say that you actually need somebody help. Bible say, come together, let us make a man. You just wake up one early in the morning, you just say that I want to go into marriage. You know that no ambition, no planning, no money, nothing. You just jump into marriage. He said that God said that let us come together and make man. You know, all these things to me is rubbish. But second thing I want to look into that aspect is that when you meet somebody that have ambition, yes, his number 6 is accurate. Do you understand? So two of you can come together with your own idea. You know, when you make a white rice, it's not sweet until you add stew. Yeah, it will be sweet. That means there is white rice there. That means in the life of a man, there is bread there. Do you understand? Before you now bring somebody that will help him to activate that his intelligence to put it into work. Because there are some people, do you understand what I'm trying to say? They will just crash around the land without making something reasonable. So that's why I say that I heard this word and I like it. They say 2 head is better than 1. 2 good heads, not that foolish one. So what I'm trying to tell all our young ladies there, to my question, my answer to all our viewers there is that maturity is actually good.
Very necessary.
In marriage, because at least come with 50, 60, 70. Let's leave 80 and 90. God will actually, because we must see a step before you start crying.
Yeah.
So my second question that I want to ask, so I would like to see that in conversation. This is especially for the ladies. I don't want men, to put their mouth. Can you marry a guy? Can you marry a guy? Like, can you marry a guy without money? No car, no apartment. Can you actually marry? No, it's better. I see you blinking hand. I said,
I'm
this
not
question,
raising my hand.
I said this question is not. This is our sister. I can talk. Oh, as
Can you marry what? A
wait,
man?
no. What I'm talking about our sister. This is Bernard is out. She's off the market. So
Okay, I think it's fun.
This is beauty.
Miss Beauty and the audience. Let them. If you have your, as ask this particular question, if you have your own answer, just
Do you want to say
write
something?
it on the comment section.
Come
I
on,
think,
you want to say something.
Maybe a bias.
You are not a baby of the earth. Baby of the
She's Mariana, my fashion designer. You get that? So, like, you understand my question?
Okay.
Okay, can you just say something?
Can you marry a guy who does not have a house,
Introduce yourself.
no car, no money,
No apartment.
no apartment?
No apartment.
First of all, you introduce yourself. Thank you. All right. And we have a minute.
Okay, well, my name is Mariana Kulich.
Where the mic?
So, guys, for me, I'm not married.
We know you're not
But
married.
with the question on Granny, I think, I still remember, I think 2 or 3 days ago, we had a meeting with our daddy, and he asked us a very interesting question. We're like, who would you like to get married to as a lady? Maybe we're saying what it was, or say rich guys, or say that and that. But he made a very important, like, after everything, after we finished asking what we think is best, so he said something. He said that marriage is not about the money, it's not about the car, it's not about the house, it's about the man's potential. When you see a man that has a potential, that has something that you feel like he wants to achieve something, not a guy that is drinking and smoking on the road, no, I don't say that. That has something you feel like, oh, this guy, if I actually work with him, we can get somewhere. Even if he does not have the house at that moment, he does not have the car, he does not have the money, but he has potential. That is something that is very, very important. And that's what you should look for before getting into any marriage, not the car, not the money. It can be fake. I can go and borrow car and come and marry you and you go and sleep inside the contract. So look for a guy that has potential. It's not about the money, it's not about the car. So thank you.
But we must have apartment too. I will not give my sister.
And those say guys that have vision.
I'm scared of all those answers because to me, they said that this is a computer age, 21st century.
21st century.
21st century.
21st century. Okay. Thank you guys. Let's hear from Miss
Beauty.
Miss Becca.
Deca.
Deca.
Yeah.
Deca. Okay. She said that her name is Mrs. Deca.
I did not say Mrs. It's Miss.
Okay, Miss. Sorry, please.
That Mrs. is like time as near.
Na Miss, na Miss.
Okay, go straight to your question. You have 1 minute left.
A guy that don't have anything.
Can you marry?
I can go, but the guy must have an apartment.
No. You didn't get that. Let me say something. My question goes like this. Please hear me clearly. I said that, can you marry a guy that don't have house, car, no money? Can you marry that guy? If you said yes, you give us the reason. Thank you.
But the house you are talking about, like, he has somewhere he's living now. It's not must in a building house.
Okay, let's say that he's living with his family,
Okay.
but not his own apartment. The way you can say something is mine, you know that you are the one. Like now, I will just dress as I'm going to Mr. Cbernard house,
Yeah.
not your family house. Is it not? So,
At least, even if he's living in his parents' house, yeah, yes, I can
So
marry.
there can be that kind of love.
Now,
Steady.
still exist.
Of course. All right.
I can do that with once the guy, like my sister said, she said no, some guys that are smoking along the road, they'll be living with their parents, depending on their parents. No, at least that guy has something doing, has something upstairs. Vision, ambition, all these things. That's why you can do. And to you as a lady, you also have something doing, and also a word of encouragement to the guy. So, what is there? Once there is love, there is everything now. Without money.
So you actually believe?
Yeah, I believe I can marry a guy that have no car, no money. But he's
I think I'll round it up there. All right, guys. Okay, so
I can't do that.
your own opinion is actually needed. You can actually put out your own opinion, your own answer. I've had different kind of questions we asked. You can drop your answer on the comment section.
Mr. Bernard, there's something I want us to look into. When you talk about clarity before getting into marriage, in which aspect? Are you actually means what the lady sees, or there's different kind of clarity. Maybe the things of the first can she understand. The guy might be caring to his hours, baby, how you doing? Okay, let me just try it. Alright, so I just want to use my say again. So when I'm talking about clarity in marriage, are you actually talking about the physical things that the lady maybe has experienced in the relationship, maybe buy her gifts, Gucci every morning, hello honey, how you doing? Have you wake up? That kind of thing. So are you talking about that aspect, because that is different kind of clarity? Thank you.
See, a guy that wants to sleep with a lady can even go to her mother's house and go and do introduction just to get what he wants. Guys, a guys can be so disciplined.
No, when you talk about, sorry, Mr. Bernard, sorry to cut you short. I think I feel like we men, we are stuck, like every mistake is always on guys' head. You talk about sometimes a woman would like to sleep with you.
No. Let's not go into that. That should be another topic for another day. Right. I just wanted to round up because our time is almost up. Our time is up already. But I want to say something. Clarity. It does not have anything to do with what the man has now. Like I said earlier on, a man can have money now, but he does not have clarity. He does not have good vision that will make the money last. Money is like wind. It can blow into your house today. If you are not able to make well use of it, it blows out. Are you getting what I'm saying?
Yeah.
A vision, a man's vision, not about what the man is acquiring. So men are rich, they are 419ers. Some men are rich, they are ritualists. And some men are rich, they are hardworking men. And you get what I'm saying? But a man's vision, what does he want to be in life? What does he want to become in life? And you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That is what a woman should be after. And you get what I'm saying? Then the character of the man. And you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As Christians too, we need to be prayerful about certain things. You need to pray for the spirit of discernment. A man can be cool at the beginning. And at the end, we not like what you see. But all the same.
Okay,
I'm
so
sure
what I'm trying to say is what I bought versus what I got.
What you order for versus what you got. But it is well. And my prayer is that none of every lady that I know and every lady out there, my prayer is that God will give them a life partner, both the guys that will help them achieve their destiny. Marriage is supposed to help each other achieve destiny. Like I said, marriage is to be enjoyed and not endured. So that's the truth.
That is Cbernard.
Before I round up, I want to leave this word with you. Your intentions before going into any relationship or marriage determines how long and how far it lasts.
Wow.
Please,
Ah,
please, please.
I just said I'm gonna
Please,
do this.
Please, come again.
Your intentions
Mhm.
before going into any relationship or marriage
Yeah.
will determine how well or how far it goes.
Intention.
Your intention. Your intention.
This is
Yes.
psychological, you know.
Your intention first. All right. My God. No. Wait. Miss Bella, wait. I think we are going to hit this
Yeah.
another day.
Yes.
Because
Yeah.
my God.
Yes. So guys, I hope you got that.
Please. Sorry. This is Grace Cbernard. You know him. Let me just say something, please. You know, there is some of us that believe in prayer before relationship and marriage. That is very, very nice. Very, very good. Like, I support that. But when you pray, you have revelation that does not go well with you. Use your hand and explain to the guy or whoever that is in the position. Explain. It's not something that you can amend. God have this why you got that revelation. Because something as he's talking like now, just like saying this like this word just came to me now. So I decided to say it. So if you actually have maybe you are praying, God does me and this guy goes well, does me and this girl goes well. You see something that does not go well with your mind, like that is not for you. That house is not for you. Pack your load and go. Use your hand and settle it. And do what? And go and wait on the Lord. For example, you won't say that you are praying for this guy. Let me just give an example. And you had a dream. That I'm talking about those that believe in prayer. There are some of us that don't believe in prayer. So you had a dream. You are going to the guy's house. And another woman was in there. Or you are coming to the guy's house. You don't have the key of that house. You're not like wait outside and calling for the guy to bring key. All of a sudden, the guy might be coming with another girl, or maybe you don't have the key of the house. Because if it is your own house, you should have the key before entering. That shows this person is my person. So if you see only of this thing, you know, thing that does not go well with you, please pack your bag and go. Do you understand? They said that prevention is better than cure. Okay, right now, Mr. Bernard is going to tell us social media handle, starting from Facebook to TikTok. So we'll be happy to have all your social media handles so we can actually follow you for more. So after that, we hear from Mrs. Bernard. So then this lady at my back, this lady.
I think they should round up then I'll round up.
Okay, alright. What is your own social media handle, maybe Facebook, all this? Okay.
My Facebook is Miss NJ.
Okay.
Miss NJ, N and J, not NJ.
Alright, Miss AJ and
My TikTok is Miss Deka 1. Deka D-E-C-A.
Okay, is it underscore one or
No.
just one?
Deka 1.
Miss Deka 1.
Do you okay? I think I have to say this. We are coming up with a YouTube channel. Me and this big girl. So don't worry. Our next video, I'm going to tell you the name. So if you like it. So here is my Facebook is not that's the name. If you want to follow me, my own personal YouTube account, that is Glorious Prayer Group, is for us. It's not because I don't have personal YouTube account, sorry. It's my prayer activity. Then if you want to like see what my life look like, let's see on TikTok. Lucky Star _8. So I can't tell you about I was in Instagram because I just shut it down because there's a lot of things. So that is all for now. Thank you. Let's hear from Miss Bernard. Let us go.
My wife.
So guys, on Facebook Hope Chizoba, and then they're looking for white ticket to luxury dresses, shoe bags. Kindly slide into my DM on Hope Chizoba on Instagram, on Facebook, and on Twitter as Hope Docu West 360. Yeah. ideal on luxury Turkish dresses, quality, top notch. I'm sure you love looking good. Let me style you to that beautiful occasion so you can stand out elegantly. See you next time.
Alright guys, as you guys know, my name is Cbernard. I'm a gospel musician by God's grace, a songwriter. And I want to say you can follow me on my social media handles, my Instagram at Cbernard, on my Facebook page at Cbernard, on my YouTube. I want you to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now, Cbernard, alright? You can follow me on my TikTok too at Cbernard. All my social handles are Cbernard, alright? I want to say God bless you. We'll come your way next time with another good topic. Like I said, the next time we're going to be talking about the topic. We're going to be talking about my experiences as a musician, right from where I'm coming from to where I am. Right? Alright guys, I want to say I love you. I appreciate you guys. God bless you. Hello guys. Can you say bye? Can you say bye? Alright.